Two stories of a pivot, one a success, the other a failure. The Listerine story. For decades, Listerine was the jack of all trades, the product that scrubbed floors, cleaned feet, even treated gonorrhea. Then in the 1920s, they capitalized on changes in advertising, a then emerging trend, in order to influence consumer buying behavior. At this time, a young woman's ambition was to find an eligible suitor and get married. Her big fear was she wouldn't. Listerine played into this fear with headline phrases such as halitosis makes you unpopular and often a bridesmaid, never a bride. They portrayed bad breath as a medical condition that needed to be treated with their quick win solution. Every night, before every date, make it a habit to use Listerine. How could anyone not? Here's a story about a well-known company that failed to pivot during a crisis. Before the Great Depression, Post dominated the breakfast eating world. So in the 1930s, when hard times set in, Post cut back on their advertising spend and hunkered down to ride out the storm. Little did they know that a hungry tiger was lurking in the shadows. As Post retreated, an unknown company called Kellogg doubled their ad spend with cheery slogans like "Snap, Crackle, and Pop." Americans gravitated towards their cheery messaging, and while loyalty for Post declined, Kellogg sales quickly grew and they became America's cereal of choice. The lesson is, zig when everyone else zags. Did you know that Groupon was a fundraising platform before entering the local coupon business? That PayPal started as a way to send money between cell phones, Palm Pilots, remember them, and pagers? Nintendo was a manufacturer of playing cards for the Japanese market, and YouTube and Facebook started off as dating sites. In the next video, we'll go trend hunting. I'll be talking about the 5 specific trends taking place right now that are all opportunities to pivot. Look out for part 3 in this video series to take advantage of bigger and better opportunities. And if you're interested in these and other stories of business pivots during times of crisis or change, check out my recently released book, Raise Your Innovation IQ. I'll see you in the sandbox.